Study spaces are a key portion to college. The whole reason why you've moved here, why you live here, why you go here is to study and learn. And finding these study spaces is really, really important. There's many different places you can go. Of course, it all depends on your school, but there's some very similar places throughout each college that I feel like most people can study in. There's downsides, there's pros and cons to each thing, but I feel like using a combination of all of these different study spaces, one can find the right place.
I really like to study in my room, purely because it's convenient. All my stuff is here, it always ends up back here at my desk. I don't have to go very far for a study space. I have a desk here and I can use it and it's great. There's a couple of downfalls. On top of it being in a small space where there's lots of other people living around you, there are lots of distractions. Aside, sometimes you hear people and you're like, oh, I need to talk to them. There's a window, which oftentimes you get distracted and see somebody or you just start staring out the window. And having a roommate too, like you want to have conversations with them if you're both in the room at the same time, You want to engage with them, you don't want to just completely ignore them. The lobby. Now, each floor in my building has a lobby. It looks basically like this. The furniture is just a little changed. And it's a great place to study, to hang out. When you're passing through on your way to your room, you sit and talk to people. There's just a few flaws. When there's people out here, it's hard to study. There's no windows. There's no sense of time. It's like a black hole.
The library. See, the library is a funny place. Full of wonderful resources, floors and floors of resources and people. However, it can be crowded, it can be cold, it can be bleak. Sometimes the floor's too quiet, sometimes the floor's too loud, sometimes you just can't get comfortable. But it is a place of learning, and that idea and thought process is ideal to a productive study session.
Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really worked hard to show all the different types of spaces that I like to study in. There are many, many more great places to study on campus. These are just some of the more common ones amongst many college campuses. Maybe sometime I'll do a video on my favorite study place, because that is not featured in this video because it's just too good. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.